So we're on day 11 and we're going to make our summer splash and our walnut pancakes using frying in some tallow. Today we get to make pancakes, and we're also, in these pancakes, we are testing our tolerance to egg white. So we're gonna start with just a little bit of egg white and see how you do with it. A lot of people that don't feel like they were allergic to eggs actually figure out that they were. So the first thing we do is cut up our summer squash right into the blender. This is a Vitamix, which I love. It's a really high-powered blender, but the less expensive blenders will do just fine for this recipe. Then we're gonna put 2 eggs in. And I need that shell out. These are nice farm fresh eggs. Go ahead and use that if you have them. We're gonna blend this up, then fry it in some tallow. So our tallow is melted. We can kind of just tilt the pan a little bit to evenly grease the pan. And then gently put 1 tablespoon at a time on. And you can see the bubbles starting to form. Once there's bubbles kind of throughout, it's time to try to flip these. And these are, I will admit, they're super hard to flip, especially before you get the crispy walnuts in them. So using the most thin spatula that you can will help. Then we're just gonna gently go under. Oops. Flip that over. Does that not look delicious? Using a heat source, my heat source isn't great here because I need to video it for you, so I can't do it on my phone, on my stove. Using a heat source that's the same size as the bottom of your pan will help your pan to heat more evenly. So we're gonna let these brown about the same amount on the other side and then continue in batches. If they're cooking, if they're browning too much before they cook through, if they're too hard to cook, you're either trying to use too thick of a spatula or your heat is too high and it's browning and it's still too wet everywhere else, and so it's gonna tear while you cook it. So trying to lower your heat a little bit can help. Using a thinner spatula can help, and really just these pancakes are super finicky. So it's kind of a learning process. They are ready to flip once there are bubbles throughout. So gently slide your spatula and flip. That'll be fine. But you've got that nice golden brown on there. So today, after we had our pancakes yesterday, these are a little bit easier to flip, just that nuts add some bulk. We're gonna check our tolerance with our crispy nuts that we made a couple days ago. We have our summer squash, our eggs, and this time we have our 1 cup of crispy nuts. And so go ahead and just start super slow with these. This is gonna probably still make about the same amount of pancakes as it did yesterday. But you're gonna go ahead and wanna just start with 1 to see how you do with these walnuts. And if you feel good after eating this, Dr. Natasha says to wait an entire day afterwards, but if you feel good after eating this, I would say 4 or 6 hours later. You're probably starving, you probably really want the rest of the pancakes. Go ahead and eat the rest of the pancakes. So here we go with our crispy nut pancakes today.